Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Inhabitmars channel. Today's just going to be a quick video. Uh, Chris posted this video, when was it? A few days ago, and I thought it was really interesting. I was looking at the video, and I won't be doing any 3D models on this video because I got something I just felt I needed to share. But before I do that, I wanted to get into this a little bit. He put this video up. Is Mars really red? And is there a thicker atmosphere? And so in this video, he actually shows images of taken by different space agencies of Mars. And of course, if I get the right one up here, and how the atmosphere is actually, you can see the blue tint around the atmosphere like we have here on Earth, and stuff like that. Well, what I noticed in the video was all these clouds. So I actually decided I would take a separate image from actually JP Skipper. He mentions JP Skipper in the video, and I was like, oh yeah, let me go check out his channel. I haven't, or his page. And I haven't been to his page in a pretty long time. And he's got several images from different missions and stuff like that on there. And I said, well, let me see if I can enhance it. So this is the image here that I downloaded, and I went ahead and brought it into GIMP, and I went ahead and did the enhancements to it at one point. But as you can see right now, without doing any enhancements, you don't see much atmosphere. But now let's hope I get all these right. Okay, if you just go to auto, and you just take any image, any actual image of Mars, and you go through and you auto color enhance. Okay, that's one thing. Oh, I forgot to scale the image. So you take your image and you scale your image, and what was the size I came up with? Hopefully I saved it here on my phone. I basically multiplied it by 3 times, so 2295. So what we're going to do is we're going to scale this to 2295. That's 3 times the size, and scale it. This way it doesn't break up when we look at this. So you just auto enhance the colors. All right, and then I think I was color enhance, stretch contrast, was that the other one? And then you can adjust other levels. But in his image and these images, the question I have is just how thick is the Martian atmosphere? And the reason I'm asking that, and I may need to adjust the contrast a little bit. Let's see. I know I brought down the exposure. Just no, was it up? No, it was down, and brought the black levels up. No, it wasn't that. Okay, I did something else just to bring out some of this stuff a little bit. Let's bring up the contrast just a little bit, so I know that's gonna help. Ooh, way too much. Bring it down, I think. Bring the brightness. I just want to bring out that. Okay, we're not going to do that. Okay, I didn't remember whichever one, but my point is, I wanted to show you that there seems to be a lot of clouds, and they're just barely visible, but they're there. And now, where's the white levels? I'm not very good in GIMP. Wasn't hue and saturation, brightness, contrast, levels, curves, exposure. But anyway, you can see it now. I don't need to do anything else. But if you look at all these peaks, and this is what interested me in his video, is the same thing, except the cloud layer was a little bit thicker. You can just see on the prevailing winds come from what I remember of the atmospheric map of Mars, is they come from the northwest, so they're coming down to south, and then they curve back up. And what's very interesting is you look at weather patterns here on Earth. Anytime you get to the windy side of the mountains here on Earth, you get cloud layers that form. And then usually on the lee side of the mountain, you get precipitation. And so I noticed that here on Mars, we have pretty much the same thing. This is Olympus Mons right here. Well, if I can zoom in on it. And is it easy enough to see on there? See all these clouds forming right here. This is a cloud layer right here. And I know that NASA has said that Mars does have a rain cycle and, well, precipitation cycle, and they do have weather on Mars. But my question is always, just how much water is left in the on the surface and in the atmosphere? Because even here, now these are very high, like cirrus clouds. These would be cirrus clouds, and they're very high, but they're there, and you can see them just about every one of these. They're not. Wish I would have adjusted all this and saved what I did. I thought I'd be able to quickly go through, but I really got to get into this other thing that's really really on my mind. But there you go. This may be more wispy clouds here. See, may just be part of the terrain, but these definitely on the windy side of these mountains are definitely cloud layers. And by the way, that's one of the most dangerous places to fly. If we ever fly anything other than the helicopter, which is not near any of these peaks, it's a very dangerous area to fly. Is on the windy side of the mountain, and the lee side is not much better because you get that downdraft that can actually pull you down. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out real quick. He did a great video on it, and of course there'll be a link to his video. Now, I want to go into the thing that's kind of been on my mind. I found this video online. It just popped up in my search, and I thought, wow, interesting video, because the title of the video is Mars Rover Found Amazing Past Civilization on Mars Surface, and we're always looking for stuff like that. So I went ahead and muted the video because I don't want to get dinged for anything, but just to show you just a little bit of the video here, I want you to tell me if you see anything wrong with this video. You can watch the whole video, but just as you'll see through here, he basically is doing a pan across of an actual Mars image, and if you notice, he actually gives credit to NASA for this, which is fine to give him credit, but then this structure starts to appear. And some very interesting things struck me about this structure. Some interesting things pointed out. And I'm just going to show it to you first here. And you tell me if you notice anything strange about this. And normally I wouldn't call out anybody else's video, but this was just too obvious. And I'm going to point out some things in here, and this is how you spot a fake. And I will tell you now, and if Chris ever sees this video and posts on it, I'm sure he'll tell you the same thing. This is definitely a fake video. And I don't know if you've noticed it already, but there's three things that stand out to me the most in this video that are fake. Let me just let it play through for a minute, and then I'll let you I'll explain what I saw that let me know this was a fake. So does he go back to it here, or I'm already past it? And guys, there's plenty of real stuff to see on Mars. You don't need to fake it. Yeah, I think that was it. That was it. Okay, so let's go back here. And we're gonna start right here. And now I know Chris is an expert with Photoshop, and he could probably explain this a lot better than I am. But we're gonna start. Now, if I get to the right area. But I saw this video, and it really, it got under my skin, because there's enough real stuff to see on Mars that you don't need to fake it. Can you spot the fakery in this? Okay, I'm going to show you. It's getting there, and it just got under my skin. I was like, come on. Okay, can you see it here? No, let's wait till he zooms out a little bit. Where is that? Am I looking at the wrong one? Yeah, I went too far. No, here it is, where he zooms out. Okay. Right about here. Okay. There's three things that I really noticed. First of all, you can see a difference in the blurring between the area surrounding it, okay, and the temple itself. Now, the temple seems to be a little bit blurrier than the surrounding terrain. That was the first thing I noticed. Well, actually, that's not even the first thing. That was the second thing I noticed. There we go. Now we're starting to see it. Oops. Okay. All right. So the biggest thing that stood out to me is, notice how all the shadows in this image on both sides of this temple structure are coming down to the right. The sun is up here to your top left, and the shadows are coming down to the right. Okay? But then when you see this temple, look how the shadows are going. The sun has magically moved position over this temple, and the shadows are now going down and to the left. So your sun moved from your top left and a little bit behind to the top right and a little bit behind. Okay, that was the first thing. The blurring, the level of blur. See how the temple is a little bit blurrier than the surrounding terrain? You can really see it here. Okay, so even the focus is not the same. So that was number two. Number three, he used the clone brush, and right in here is probably the worst evidence of it, right through here. And he just cloned in more terrain, all right, with a light brush. Okay, he used a light brush and he cloned it in just to fade that into this image. And you can actually see it down here too, where the lines just kind of end, and you kind of get a merging of both images right through this area right here. So this is definitely a fake. And I even looked at the comments on this video. Where's the comments? Okay, and you know, you get past the first couple, and even they're asking him where the video came from, where the image came from, and stuff like that. And you can read the comments. Wouldn't this be world-changing news if this was real? There you go. I mean, okay. So now, like I say, it's going to be a quick video. God dang, I'm already at 16 minutes. So, just in case you don't think, you're still not convinced that this is a fake, I found the original image, okay, on a web page. It's called The Realm of History, The Future Lies in the Past, right? And here you go. Archaeologists discover 45-year-old mummy of a woman in coastal Peru, and what was this called? It's called the Pyramid of, oh gosh, I had this saved. I tell you, my memory is bad. Ever since my stroke, it's really bad. I had this. Hold on, I'll get it for you, because I had this Aspero, the Temple of Aspero, or Aspero. Okay, and if you look at this image of the temple, see the shadow? This is the exact image that he used right here. And he just cloned out this part over here, okay? And he cloned the terrain up to here. And just in case you're still not convinced, hold on, let's go back. Oh, look at that, the exact same shadows. Now he darkened them a little bit, and he just cloned out the whole side of this temple right here. So it just got under my skin a little bit. I'm like, oh, come on. And it was a friend of mine, an archaeologist friend, named Bruce Cornett, who also has a YouTube channel, who pointed out this. This was actually just on Ancient Aliens a couple of days ago. And so, I mean, it's the exact image. All he did was clone out this left side over here, and he tried to fade this one in. But guys, there's enough real stuff on Mars. We're finding real evidence of stuff. You don't need to fake it. You can find the real stuff. You can drag it out like Chris shows you from Mars Anomalies and Beyond. Like I'm doing, I'm modeling the stuff so you can see hopefully what it actually looks like. You don't have to bring up this fake stuff, and it kind of hurts my heart that somebody had to go to this level just for clicks and likes and shares. It's like, you know, you can find real stuff and present that, and then, you know, you're not hurting the rest of our reputation, those that are actually looking for the anomalies. All right, so that just got under my skin. I just thought I'd post that. But hey, you guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe on the video. I've got to remember to say that every time. I'm bad about that. And take care of each other out there, and just keep looking for these fakes. I mean, like I say, the shadows was the first thing I noticed in the using a clone brush over there on the, especially on the left side. Now I'm sure he used it on the right side also, but especially on the left side, he used a clone brush to do that. So it's just sad, and I was like, oh, come on, you know. But all right, you guys have a good one. Just a quick video. I should have another. Either, I don't know if I'm going to continue with the Mars ones we're working on, or of course just today Chris released another moon video, Apollo 10, and I'm like, damn, there's more structures than that too. So we'll see what happens, but we'll be working on, I'm still working on the others too, of course, but trying to get some of these out is a lot of fun, trying to keep up with the pace, you know. There's so much stuff coming out now, especially with Perseverance and Ingenuity, and the Zhurong, I don't even know how to pronounce it, Zhurong rover. You know, we getting images left and right, so we're going through those, and I'm going through some of the images, but usually I'm just following the footsteps of others and just trying to model what they present to show you, you know, what these objects might look like. But you guys have a great day, and hope to see you on the next video, and thank you for subscribing and checking out my video. Thanks.